I like how no one's talking about this. I'm making a part 2 on defending only jayus, and this is my prime example. And if you haven't watched that, link will be in the description. I'll just give a brief summary of what that video is about real quick. Here we go.
Now only jayus is actually being cancelled again, but this time this is definitely one of those situations where people are like, you know, going overboard with it. So before anything else, here's the clip that people are upset over.
If a service dog ever approaches you but they're alone, that means that their owner is in trouble and they probably can't move, so you should follow him because you'll get a free wallet.
Now believe it or not, that clip right there is what people are legitimately like upset about.
Approaches you but they're alone, that means that their owner is in trouble and they probably can't move, so you should follow him because you'll get a free.
Is this going to be enough? When is it going to be enough to say only jayus is not a good creator, should not be followed, and should not be listened to?
And here is that someone actually made a petition to get only jayus banned. And keep in mind, I don't like only jayus. I was on board for canceling her back in February, but this is definitely overboard in my opinion. I don't think people should support only jayus, but she still deserves to like have an account. And as you can see in the top right here, this petition has actually been signed by 200,000 people.
See, this is why I don't understand the internet. I guess they only want to cancel people they think look ugly, and keep the ones that look pretty. Both said the same thing. Only jayus didn't even say it actually, she just typed it. Pokimane just said the word in general. I'm pretty sure saying it should be way worse than typing it. I'm gonna show you some videos of people going more in depth with Pokimane, so people that are wondering why, or what other people think about her saying it. Here you go.
Oh my god. Pokimane said the N-word?
Damn. This nigga's getting cooked.
Pokimane responds to this by saying, I said this Anivia sounded like this Nivea, aka a champion in League of Legends. Shaking my head when you find out Keem is a fake gamer. On the real, stop baiting likes by spreading lies. Adam22 from No Jumper chimes in and says, oh, she's that type of Asian, to which Pokimane responds, not Asian, but come on Adam, you should know better than to believe anything Keem tweets, Lamau. Sky William replies to this by saying, damn, I actually thought you were medium key Asian. I'm just racist, I guess, Lamau, I can't tell what anyone is. A Twitch streamer called EE responds to Keemstar's original tweet by saying, we will allow it, she thick enough to blend. Another Twitch streamer named Westner chimes in and says, Keem, I literally just started following you again, and now you're out here on this bullshit? Niva, this Nivea's getting fucked? Literally heard it the first time. Pimp Master Yoda says, I'm not a Pokimane stan, but it's weird seeing people go after her hard as fuck. She hasn't blocked me at all, and was nothing but nice to me in DMs and removing a content ID claim from my video. Wanna guess how my interactions with SS Sniper Wolf and Alinity went? Keemstar then replies to Pokimane's explanation by saying, I heard hard G, just saying, like if you do too. And obviously this tweet got a lot of likes, but so did Pokimane, so there's a lot of discussion on whether she actually said the N-word or Nivea. Sky Williams tries to make sense of it by making this tweet. Laughing my ass off, At first I was like, welp, rip Pokie, but then I noticed something about your camera when you were talking, and now I have a different perspective. Lol. Could be wrong, but this is what got me to actually, like, hear the V. I think even Keem might agree with this, though.
Yo, this could be a stretch, Pokie, but look at your face when you say it. You can actually see your bottom lip affixing to your teeth to bring a V. If you said "guh," your lip wouldn't have to move on that syllable at all. When you say "guh, guh, guh, guh," you can do that. But when you say V, this niv, your lip has to move. So when you say it, look.
Yo. This nigga's getting...
You can literally see your mouth form that letter.
This nigga's getting...
You can, like, your lip is moving. Right. There we go. Lip action. Oh, there it is. There it is. Lip. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey! No, but look, that's like my point.
This nigga's getting cooked.
Then Keem actually responds to this by saying, I'm sorry Sky, but that does not make any sense. I'm not seeing any of the V's, dude. Your commentary does not match the video evidence. Not even a little? I'm not saying it's super obvious or anything, but I genuinely can hear both at the same time. It's only when I deadass stare at her, I just hear the V. but I don't think you're being malicious or drama hungry, because this is trippy as fuck. Then Keem says, as a 9% black man, I'm offended, Sky. And then Sky says, please don't hurt me, lol. If you want more context on why Keem calls himself 9% black, or why Sky Williams actually seems fearful of Keem in any of these tweets, it's all just a joke at the end of the day, but I do recommend checking out some Twitter videos that I've made before, because it actually kind of explains the context behind these jokes. But moving on, Pokimane responds to Sky Williams' video tweet by saying, Sir Judge Sky Williams has officially ruled in my favor. Thank you, the court is adjourned. Then Sky says, bitch, you trying to get us both killed? Take the lowercase w and run. Keem will slaughter us if you don't stop playing. Lol. Then going back to when Keem says he only hears the hard G, Alindy responds by saying, Keemstar and Alex Jones duo please. But then Keem replies in a quote tweet saying, coming from the copy strike girls? Alinity then just tells him to do it, and Keem says, Nike stock just went down 10%. TK Breezy says, even if she did say it, it was so smooth that we're gonna allow it, Lamau. Cavo says, I can't lie, I hear the hard G, and I'm trying hard to hear Nivea. Now going back to the very first tweet Keemstar made actually saying that Pokimane said the N-word, we have a response here from TSM Daiquin, where he says, hear ye, I speak on the behalf of young Thickums, was born with the past just as I was, please carry on. And then Sky Williams replies, I'm not black enough to do this yet. Pokimane also responds to this by saying, you're the best day, Lamau, and Keemstar replies saying, laughing my ass off. This was a funny tweet to bring all of the opposing parties together. This is definitely peak Twitter right here. And speaking of that, Keemstar actually tweets at Pokimane saying, honestly, I sick of the beef. Not really, but since we are working together in a few days, I'll put a pause on this. And then Pokimane responds, DM me, and hits him up with a follow on Twitter, so this is beautiful. At the end of the day, all it took was saying the N-word to get Keem and Pokimane to solve their differences. But on a more serious note, let's actually analyze that clip and find out exactly if she's saying N-word or Nivea, because it's a little bit more complicated than you might initially think.
This nigga's getting cooked. This nigga's getting. This nigga's getting. This is getting cooked.
Now with this, I feel like there's good arguments to both sides, so let me kind of just present my thoughts on either one. So with Nivea, it makes sense in the context of the gameplay, because Nivea just died, and she's probably reacting to that. And also, in the footage, she very clearly says the V sound, even though it doesn't really kind of complete. The problem with that is that she tried to use the abbreviation of is, and did not like really separate Nivea and is properly. That plus the way she said it so fast made it really sound like the N-word, and I thought it was the N-word up until I actually edited the audio. So I actually posted the clip you watched onto my Twitter, and I got a response from someone named General Sam Sek, and honestly I think this is the most accurate answer to this predicament. Considering there's a dead Nivea right there on the fucking ground, and she got killed, I'd say she said Nivea. This type of scenario is exactly why I make sure my hate speech is enunciated and loud so that there's no question. Exactly. Next time you try to say the N-word, just say it straight up and stop trying to make it sound like a Nivea. That's exactly what I'm talking about in this scenario. Fucking hell, man. And the strangest part about this clip, her saying Nivea isn't even the only thing that can be misconstrued, because in this clip, she actually says fucked, but it sounds like cucked when it's played in real time.
Damn. This nigga's getting cooked.
I don't know how you can have a type of voice or vernacular or articulation to make words sound so extremely similar to one another, but I guess Pokimane can do it, so guess that's about it. Oh wait! No, we have someone new coming into the extremely intellectual conversation of whether someone meant to say a particular word or not. Kavos makes a new tweet saying, this time Pokimane definitely dropped the N-word, right? I know this clip is old.
Nigga, you ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck and lame as hell. Cause only lame niggas say that shit.
Yes.
Pokemon's response to this is, hard for me to speak on this clip's context because it's so old. I'm almost 23 and I was underage in that clip. But it was definitely not said in a racist or derogatory manner. It was a time period / environment where saying it was more common and used as a replacement for dude. It's been many years and I don't say it now because I realize this is tasteful and looks bad. I've never said it in a racist way / hard R either. Just in a cringy way, unfortunately. iNabber also responds to Kavos' tweet saying, dude, this is so old, is it even worth posting? To which Kavos replies, I thought it was funny because the whole Nivea situation, with Keem's clip and the debate of whether she said it or not, and that's why I said, I know it's old. Justin Wong responds to Pokemon's response, saying, it's crazy how people are willing to dig into the past for no reason. You doing big and positive things, but why people want to ruin that? Keep doing you the best. And since we're already on the topic of words that sound extremely similar, Justin Wang tweets out, Pokemon's new sponsor with a picture of Nivea. Oh my god, dude. That is the perfect tweet. Either way, we have this one last tweet from Black Wolf Company, quoting Kavos' tweet and saying, this is why no one outside of the news / commentary community respects it. To where I don't... This is an unfortunate reality, and I do think it is true to an extent to where people just don't respect the commentary community because everyone is out to just try and nitpick every little thing that someone once did wrong in the past. I definitely don't like that culture at all. I feel like it's fine to call out people for big things like, you know, Just Destiny copy striking a little kid, or, you know, Matt Watson intentionally trying to ruin all of YouTube, but I mean, if people clearly just have good intentions or make a bit of a fuck up, I really don't subscribe to the idea of just witch hunting them. Like, you know, criticize them a bit, but after a while, don't like go out of your way to try and find more things wrong about them. Just, you know, forgive and forget. I mean, it's the internet. Content creators should be wary about their online presence, but at the end of the day, we're all human and we can't treat content creators like they will never say a certain word or phrase in their life that may be inappropriate to say at a consistent basis. But what do you guys think of this whole scenario? I guess Pokimane in the end did say the N-word, but I personally don't think it's that big of a deal. What I'm really interested in during the scenario is how similar her trying to say Nivea is to the N-word. Like, it just, the way she said it and like how fast she said it and the context behind it, like actually discovering if she said the N-word or Nivea was kind of fun, not gonna